Hey y'all, it's Kelly at Crochet Mall for Life. How are y'all on this fine Sunday? Well, we're doing pretty good around here. Just kind of doing our own little thing. Charlie, he's off with doing a little side job, and Dalton is in his room, and the dogs are sleeping, I hope. And I've been crocheting a little bit this morning, and now after I get my little video done, I got to get up and get on the move. I got things I need to get done because it'll be time for supper here in a little while and time to cook again. But I want to get on here today and just say hi and hope y'all are doing well, and appreciate y'all coming by the other day and spending time with me while I was cleaning up my little mess in here. I got it pretty much, straightened back up till I go to plundering again, but you can walk in here and get what you need now. Except for yarn. You'll have to plunder to get what you need. So I've done figured that out, because it seems like whatever color I need is always in my mess over there. And then I go to plundering and then I make another mess. But right now, everything looks pretty good. At least for me it does. It looks pretty good. So I was happy, every once in a while I walk in this room and just look around and be proud of it. And but I wanted to get on here today and show you some things I have finished. I guess it was about a week and a half ago. I was watching Miss Crystal at Chronically Crocheting, and if y'all are not subscribed to her, go subscribe to her, because she's really talented with these amigurumis and other things she does. She makes cardigans and stuff sometimes too, and blankets. But I wanted to make something she made, and hers was adorable. It's really adorable, and she made it out of this book right here. A few years ago, she wanted to make she wanted people to, if they wanted to buy this book and just crochet with her, make something from this book. I think she's made everything from this book. Pretty sure she probably has. She displayed it one time in a video. But she made this cow right here week before last, a couple of weeks ago. And it was so adorable, y'all, the way she made it, the way she chose her colors. It was just adorable. So I said, well, I want to do that. I have trouble with the colors. So, but I decided that's what I was going to do. I was going to make it. And the pattern's real easy. It might have one little error in it, but that's okay. You can get past that. And I can't even remember where it was now. Or I may be thinking about something else. I don't know. But ain't nothing you can't get through. It might be the end of a stitch count or something. I've made one other thing out of this book. Last year, I believe it was. And it was this squirrel right here, and it was a fun make. I think it had one little spot in there that you just had to work through, if I remember correctly, and it wasn't nothing you couldn't. This little book's cute, and like I said, pretty easy patterns pretty much. So I wanted to make the cow too, and so here is my cow. I enjoyed making this pattern. I had a hiccup in myself because it would trip me out. Miss Crystal, she made up back here where you could put the head on, and it would hold a certain way. It would hold better. And I tried that, and I just pulled it back out and did it by the book's way, because it worked out better for me to do it that way, because I was already tripping myself out. And what I was every time I would pick up the head, I would think, well, this is the front, and it wasn't. This is the muzzle. But it would trip me out because of the safety eyes. And what I really should have done, because safety eyes is starting to be the bane of my existence lately. The placement, putting them in, you know, getting them to look right, digging them out of my craft, my little cart, you know, trying to find them. And I mean, it's just a lot of effort to getting them safety eyes right. But every time I would pick this up, this was before I had the horns on, I would think this is the front, and it's not. And I ended up putting my safety eyes a little lopsided. So if you can see, they are a little funny looking like that. It looks worse in real life. To me it does. Hubby says he didn't even see it, you know. Because when it's sitting like this, you know, you just seen it from the side, you know. Not right there. I'll turn it over this way. But that's my only thing about my little pretty is I messed up on the safety eyes. But otherwise, I thought it was a good little make, and I think the spots was supposed to have like 4 on each side. I didn't think it needed that many. I made 3, and I made the little tail like the book. Miss Crystal, she made her own tail, and she did a really good job on it. But by the time I get to the end, I'm ready to slap a tail on there and be done. So, but yeah, this was a fun little make. It really was. Just watch your safety eye, your placement, you know. Do better than I did. But I'm not going to worry about it. I think he's got character. Maybe he's just got a little eye problem. You know. But anyway, it was a fun little make. And you make the legs and you don't stuff part of the leg, you know, and then you sew it. I thought about putting me a little glue right there and just making it where they won't move. But I said, no, who knows? It might go to a kid. They might want to tote it around like that. This was made with a 4.5 hook, my dot hook. It was made with some Red Heart yarn. It's a speckled, and I can't for the life of me remember what kind of speckled. But you go to Walmart and you can buy this. Or I think you still can. And I've got several different colorways of that yarn, you know. But yeah. So yeah, this was my first little make. So I enjoyed it. And that book is a cute little book. I got another little thing I wanted to make out of this book. And I wanted to make it before I even made the cow. And this little thing I made, this little pretty was, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, somewhere in here. I wanted to make it right after I made the scroll, and I never went back to it. It was always on my mind, though. Where is it now? Anyway, well, I probably should have put my bookmarker back in here. Here it is, right here. I wanted to make the donkey. I thought he was adorable. So, I come in here trying to dig for me some light gray yarn. And I never could find it until I started cleaning, and I was halfway done with my project. But I wanted to make that little donkey. I just thought he was just adorable. And so, here's my donkey, y'all. There's my donkey. And I didn't put safety eyes in my donkey. I done had so much agonizing over that cow with the eyes all being wrong. Let me take a sip of this water and see if that will help out my throat. Seems like every time I get on here, I want to clear my throat. Sorry about that. But yeah, there's my donkey. And I embroidered the eyes this time. He was so fun to make. I just enjoyed making. It was kind of quick. And I made him in, this is Premier, I want to say Basics Pecan. And I enjoyed working with that yarn. This is some Red Heart, that green ombre, and the color green apple. I've got parts of skeins and everything. So I just let it work out the way it wanted to. And I made the little tail back here. And up here, he's just got little one puff of a hair, In the pattern, it wanted you to put all the way back here, but I didn't see no need for all that. And the neck, I stuffed it real good. He still wants to weeble wobble just a little bit, but that's okay. It's not bad. And he's a donkey, it's not that bad of a wobble. So I really enjoyed making this donkey. It was so satisfying to me because I've been wanting to make a donkey for so long. So yeah, so I really enjoyed that. And I made that with my 4.5 hook. So yeah, he was fun. He really was. I recommend this book. I really do. So I've made 3 things out of this book now. And I think the next thing I would like to, I don't know if it'll be right now, would be maybe a giraffe. Maybe that little crocodile. And a bunny, but I don't think I want to make all the foo-foo stuff. I don't think I'd want to do that. So, but yeah, this little book's cute. Let me show you the monkey. The monkey is cute. That would be one thing I would want to make. That monkey. So yeah, this is a cute little book. So if you don't have it, you're thinking about going on a book buy, just think about this one. I don't really like that right there. I don't know. I think it's because of the face. The face. And the fox looks a little. But there, I could change my mind. But yeah, the monkey, the crocodile, the giraffe, and maybe a bunny. Those things are cute too. Little narwhals. I think that's what they call them. Let's see if I can find that. It's a whale and a narwhal. So it's 2 different things. That looks like it's got a unicorn head. So yeah. So that's a cute little book. So that was 2 things I made. I was pretty tickled. I accomplished a few things in February. So I told y'all about wanting to recreate the cat. This is my little pitiful cat. I made one of my first things I made. It's got the little seam down the back. This was before I learned how to make. You can see some of my decreases are funny looking. This was one of my first things I made. She's really squishy. Just a really squishy kitty cat, and the head's flopping and this and that and the other. So yeah, so I wanted to recreate this kitty cat, and this kitty cat come from this book. If I can get it without messing something up. Come from this book. This was Callie the cat, and so yeah, so I wanted to recreate that. And everybody had some great ideas of the colors. And I'm still wanting to make another one with Siamese type colors. Because y'all, one of my precious members of the tribe here. I'm not have no memberships, but y'all member of the tribe. Of the Crochet Ma tribe, I guess. But she recommended making Siamese type colors. So that's probably what I'm going to do on the next one. So this book, I like this book. I do have some problems with some of the stuff in the book. The chain 1 situation. I don't do the chain 1 situation. And then I noticed when I made this kitty that if a beginner was to get this book, they really wouldn't know what to do, how to place something or do this and that with it, you know, because she really doesn't, she just tells you to, like the legs. She says, fasten off, leaving a long tail and stuff, okay? Flatten opening and use long tail to sew onto body under the head. This was the arms, yeah. But, you know, somebody out there that's just starting out might need a bit more pictures, some more illustrations. And I can see why that would be a little bit difficult for some folks. So, but for me, I enjoyed the book. You know, I still think it's one of my favorites. So here's my kitty, y'all. I just finished it this morning. Here's my kitty cat. And I made it with, this is some Red Heart Mainstay, probably pink. And this was some of the Big Twist pink ombre. So I've got 3 skeins of that. Well, I got 2 skeins and a partial now. But it didn't really take that much of the pink to do the little feet and the tips of the arms and the tips of the ears and the tail. So yeah, this time, you know, I stuffed it a lot better, you know. This was Big Twist yarn too. This was mustard. But I didn't stuff it. I didn't really do that good of a job stuffing it. But I stuffed this one pretty good now. So she's pretty firm. And the little tail, you know, I stuffed everything. The legs, I didn't quite stuff the tops of them, all that, you know. And the ears I didn't stuff. So, yeah. So, I enjoyed. She looks like she's got a bulging eye right there. I put me some detail around them safety eyes. Like I said, I think I really want to move away from safety eyes. I need to make like a big ball and just practice safety eyes all over that big ball and just get really good at it, embroidering them. Because, you know, I just have a hard time getting it all together because I struggle with that for a little bit, and I put a safety nose on there. So yeah. So that's my finished pretties for this week. So yeah. It didn't take me long at all to whip, especially the cat, because it's, you know, it's pretty straightforward, you know. So yeah, so that's my finished makes. But the donkey's got to be my favorite. I really think the donkey's my favorite. So if you get in the mind too, just check those books out, you know. And so this week I picked up my blanket a little bit and worked on a couple of rows and frogged a couple of rows because I forgot what I was doing. And that's the thing about me and blankets. I set them down and then I forget how to do it. So I refreshed my brain. I've started back, you know, I took out my rows or whatever and went back, and I quickly picked up what I'd done wrong. So that's still on my hook. And it will be for a while because, you know, I like the satisfaction of making the amigurumis because it gives me satisfaction. It gives me like a instant gratification, or what you might say. You know, it's a short and sweet, for the most part, project to do. And I got off making the dishcloths. I got to get back on that, you know, this week. I had made some and then I gave them away. But the next thing I'm working on, I had downloaded a pattern off Etsy. I bought it. And I've been wanting to make me an emotional support chicken. And Miss Nonna Grace, she showed her emotional support chicken, and I thought, oh, I love it. It was big too. I said, I want to make that so bad. I need to get it out. And I had the pattern downloaded on my phone. I didn't have a physical copy of it to show in my hand. And you really need a physical copy because the phone, the screen will go dark. And then you have to find it again. It's just an aggravation. So I asked my girl's mama, Nana, I asked her if she would print me off one. And so she printed me off this pattern. I sent it to her. So she printed it off for me. So I've got it in my hand. And they've got a YouTube tutorial. Now, if you're going to buy this pattern, okay, read the pattern and take the pattern and look at it and watch that tutorial. But don't do it, well, you can for a little bit, but watch what they're doing because they mess up. They get to giggling and carrying on and talking and they skip a whole row. And if you're following them, you're going to get confused. But you want to see pretty much, I wanted to see how it started because it was kind of confusing to me, but it don't take much to confuse me. So I watched the tutorial a little bit and, and it got down to where she was, it was on the body part. No, it was on section 2 is where she skipped a whole row. So if you're watching, I would recommend following your pattern and watching the tutorial, maybe just to get the gist of it. And if you buy this pattern. So this is how mine's going. I started it last Sunday. And I made this part and I made this part. Okay, and then you seam them together. And then you start going across the top of this part. So that's what I've done this morning. I did 10 rounds. I did several rounds. I don't know how many it was. Rounds 2 to 10 on here. Now I'm going to go to the next part. And I think it's going to start like doing this number. If I can remember it right. So yeah, so I'm enjoying it. I'm hoping I'll be able to finish it. Because it does look quite confusing a little bit to me. But if I follow the pattern and I watch the ladies for the most part, maybe I can finish it. So it's got, how many pages is this pattern? 8 pages. So I'm hoping I should be able to do it. So I don't know when I'll have it done, but I wanted me an emotional support chicken. So yeah. And it's going to be all kinds of colors, This is some yarn I picked out when I was cleaning up my little area. It's some Red Heart butterfly. And I love the colorway. It was a little splitty, but I got through it. And this is Big Twist burnt orange, I think, and Big Twist forest green or something like that, I think. So yeah, so then I think what you do is when you get it all the flat part, you're gonna fold it and then you're gonna seam it as you go. So this is going to be an adventure for old Kelly. And I'm making it with my old trusty 4.5. So yeah. So that's my little working on this week, what I'm working on. And I've been seeing the mushroom guy. But I found this book, again, working through my stuff back here. And look at this. It's got a little mushroom guy. So I think that's going to be on my hook this week. But I want you to look. Now it's calling this cream. But that don't look cream to me. Now this part looks cream. And this is white, of course. That looks like peach to me. So I've got a color back here. Now in the book. Now see, this right here looks different. Okay, look. It looks peach and cream. but now the front of the book. So now I'm flat confused. So what would y'all do? Should I make it like that? Or should I make it like that? Anyway, I'm going to make it. I don't know which looks cuter to me. Anyway, that's going to be on my little hook this week, I think. Because that's going to... I looked at that mushroom guide, Miss Cassandra at Craftily Ever After. She showed hers this morning. And I put it in my cart. But that pattern's $5.95. And I'm not sure if I... See, I made Barnabas the ogre. I made him. My version, anyway. So, and I made a... let's see if I can find it. Where is it? I'm having trouble with this kind of stuff today. Oh, I made this, and this was cute. This was a cute little fun thing I made. I gave it away. The pig that could fly. I made that, so. But yeah, I want to make the little mushroom person. And I do want to make that dragon. It's got a lot of cute little things in this book. This is made by, this is the person's Drew Hill. And it's got a lot of cute little things in here to do. You know, so I don't know if there's a whole page in here to show you. Look at, oh, look at this little thing. Is that little thing in there? I'll have to look over and see if I can find that. So yeah, that's what I want to do this week. Is work on those two little things. And the dishcloths and the blanket. So look at this. This is cloud sprites. Those are cute. What's that little thing in there? I have this fascination with little weird looking monster things. I've got several things in my Amazon cart that I want to get. Several books. And I'm hoping maybe sooner or later I'll be able to get them. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look and see if I can find that. I've not seen it right offhand. He sure is cute though. If he ain't in here, he ought to be. Look at that. That little yellow. That one eye, that always gets me. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to try to work on this week. And I went to the library and I read me a book. I read Colleen Hoover book. I finished a whole book. So it ends with Us, and that was because I've been watching all this mess on TV, on YouTube, about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds and Justin Baldoni. So I must say that I'll never watch the movie because I'm pretty sure none of them look like what these people in this book look like to me in my head. So I don't think especially with all the controversy on it. But that's a pretty good book. And I got to turn it back in this week. I was supposed to done read the sequel. And I haven't. But yeah, I enjoyed going to the library and getting this. Let's see, what's the date I got to turn this back? Yeah, I got to turn it back Tuesday. I might just turn it back in and get something else. Because I want to read those crochet books that Miss Pamela at Adoring Crochet, she's doing a crochet thing with the books. And Summer's Tips and Stitches, she reads the books. So I may see if they've got that at my library instead of buying the book and having those books here. I got enough crochet books and they ain't going nowhere. I'm not getting rid of my crochet books. So I don't want a pile of other kind of books in the house. So yeah. Well, I reckon I'm going to hop off here and get in there and go do all the stuff that I should have done about 3 or 4 hours ago. And I hope y'all have a great day, and hope I get to talk to y'all soon. It might be one day this week, and then it might be one day, you know, after that. You never know about me. So I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all.